small quick crash course, because I am enjoying the fact that the room is full of small business entrepreneurs. Let's start with demystifying one myth. How many are scared of the word debt?
All of us.
Still scared.
Right? Debt? Right? I think we innately grew up with a lot of negative connotations with the word debt. Right? And debt हमारे लिए दिमाग में वही था, 3 साल का लोन लिया, 5 साल का लोन लिया, अच्छा घर गिरवी रख दिया. You know, it was always associated with that. We were grown up in that culture that debt is not good. Right? And I agree. But what I want to demystify is debt is something that is long term. What we are talking about is, as a business, look at your working capital cycles, and there are, like Ankur was saying, more flexible options that are not, firstly, don't consider it as debt. It is capital advance. It's like an advance you're getting to be able to grow your business. And you can take as short-term products as 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and let your business and your revenues repay it, right? Gone are the days where, you know, traditionally you have to give once a month EMI. In fact, I'll tell you, the biggest challenge is when all of us as businessmen, businesswomen have to pay on that same day our rent, our payroll, electricity bills, and wahi din pe agar ek EMI bharni hai, right?
पहली
That's
तारीख को
when,
सैलरी आई, 7 तारीख तक बैंक बैलेंस खाली.
so, no, and we don't, but you don't sell or you don't get your revenues like that once a month, right? So the flexibilities that are available now and the newer models of financing are all termed as cash flow based financing. So I've demystified. आपके cash flow से design होके आपको capital मिलता है जिससे आप grow your revenue from X to 2X to 3X. This is not giving any collaterals. You don't want to put up your small unit or your small factory on mortgage. Don't need to do any of that, right? And quasi-equity or any of these short-term working capital, cash flow financing, in fact, there is no reporting required. This allows you to, as a business, still build a business your way, right? When you touch equity money, you are answerable because now you brought in investors, right? Here, as long as your business and your revenue is growing and you're making sure you're meeting your monthly liabilities, just focus on revenue. Just understand what is your immediate requirement, whether it's a seasonality for your business. Season time के पहले मेरे को inventory bulk up करनी है, right? Or I need to spend, I keep telling this, in digital marketing or any online marketing that we all have to do as new age brands, you will have to blindly invest in it for 3-6 months. You might get no returns, but you have to do that and then you will see an LTV or a long-term value kick in. So think of those things also as just investment that your business does, and you have capital available to be able to get this, and these are short-term capital. So, you know, that's the options available, the tenures available, even the pricing structure. You don't have to understand things like IRR, APR. नहीं, 1 से 1.5% per month cost पे you can get capital. So imagine if you take money for 6 months, 7% is your flat cost. I think all of you in this room, no matter which category or sector, you have that much as operating margin, right? So imagine if you can get that 30 lakhs to just grow for the next 6 months. Imagine if you can get that quick 50 lakhs access. And most importantly, while you look at cost of capital, my last little pledge or urge to all of you is, you are an entrepreneur, value your time as well. I know I was talking with her earlier, and I say the same thing in an open room. We always think, अच्छा अगर loan लेना भी है, बैंक के पास जाते हैं. We have a bank, सस्ता में मिलेगा. We start thinking of cost, or we start worrying that debt is expensive. But do you know that a traditional play, which is all manual, they'll ask you for all paperwork, data, etc. It will take you a 30 to 45 day cycle, where a bank, your own bank that you've been banking with. And I share this because one of the reasons that I started doing what I do as GetVantage is because I was a businessman myself. We were doing great revenue. We'd taken a lot of equity money. But when I needed a small working capital loan, my bank told me, give me a piece of land. I'm running a digital business. I don't have collateral, right? But what I'm trying to come to the point is, look at your opportunity cost also. The bank might give you money at 2% less interest, but your time as a founder running around the circles for 45 days, what is your cost of your time, right? If you are a business that's doing a lot of digital sales, if you are a business, and all of us are now, some percentage of our business is all digital. So your access to capital also should be all digital. And that's where I'll let him jump in.
Let's Sagar.